Are you planning on traveling to Hawaii for the first time? And are you not sure what island to pick? Is Oahu on the top of your list, but you can't quite decide? I know. You're not sure what to expect, you're wondering what to pack, and you don't know where to stay. But don't worry, I got you covered. I have 4+1 must-know tips you'll want to check out before you book your trip and hop on the plane. Make sure you stick around until the end for the 5th must-know bonus tip. One totally unique thing about Oahu that you definitely don't want to miss. Quick disclaimer, I am not an Oahu local, so I don't know everything about Oahu, and I'll probably make some mistakes when I pronounce things. That said, I've checked out a few of Hawaii's beautiful islands and recently really enjoyed my 8-day stay in Oahu, so I think it's worth sharing. Let's start with a couple of quick facts that will be helpful for you to make a decision and see if Oahu is truly the island you'll like to visit. And before we do so, please drop a like and subscribe to the channel so you can stay tuned for any new releases. Hawaii has 8 main islands, which are in many ways very different from each other. Not only do the islands greatly vary in size, but also in population density and things you'll be able to do during your stay. If you want it all, Oahu is definitely your choice. It's most diverse with regard to the things you can experience here. It has the highest population density, and 2/3 of Hawaii's population live on Oahu. It's home to the state's capital and largest city, Honolulu. Conversely, if you just need a break from it all and want to kick back and chill without seeing tons of other tourists and locals alike, there are better islands for you to visit. The one thing that's great about Oahu is you can almost plan and organize everything else once you get onto the island, should this be a last-minute trip for you as it was for us. I would just recommend one thing: planning your accommodation up front. So let's jump into things. Number 1, what you can expect. For starters, pleasant tropical weather and absolutely stunning beaches. If winter is a real thing for you in the US or elsewhere in the world, you can definitely escape to Oahu for a week or 2 to fill up your sunbank deficit. If you're American, you'll find that many things resemble the US mainland with an island twist to things. This makes it very easy and convenient from a packing standpoint. Let's say you've forgotten something, or you don't want to bring your own snorkel and fins. You don't need to sweat it because you can find shopping opportunities and pharmacies as you would find on the mainland. And yes, Oahu has, lo and behold, 3 Costco's, so you'll definitely not be deprived. If you're looking to be surrounded by people, shopping opportunities, and fine dining while enjoying amazing weather and beaches, Waikiki is definitely your place to stay. Millions of people flock here every month because they want to venture out but still have the comfort and security of what they know from back home. You can find the same high-end luxury retail stores, resorts, and dining opportunities while being right by the beach. If you want to experience a slower pace, fewer people, big waves and amazing surf, and more of the local culture and flavor, you have to check out the North Shore. There's an iconic movie, you guessed it, called The North Shore. You might want to download it for your plane ride. Some call it cheesy, some call it predictable, but it dives into the dynamics of the local culture, the occasional clash with tourists, and big wave surfing. There are plenty of spots in addition to the North Shore where you can get away from the hustle and bustle of Waikiki. We stayed at Ko Olina for the first few nights, which is about 45 minutes northwest of Waikiki. It's a master planned vacation and residential community that gives you the vibe of a laid-back beach town. It's known for its blend of 3 natural and 4 man-made lagoons with white, sandy beaches. That said, no matter if you want to experience the remote island feel or the hustle and bustle of beautiful beaches and shopping opportunities in a touristy setting, Oahu delivers. Number 2, what should I pack? Light is the answer. Depending on what time of the year you travel, you'll need a few more items. If you're traveling during the colder months of the winter season, you should definitely pack rain gear. You can pack a light rain jacket or a poncho. We were surprised how hard the rain came down. You'll definitely want to pace yourself if you're walking or driving, or riding bicycles for that fact. The rainy season runs from mid-November through late March on average. The great news is, rain feels tropical, warm most of the time, so you don't need to worry about freezing your behind off. Depending on how long you plan on staying, you can mainly pack shorts and a t-shirt, perhaps one light jacket and one pair of long pants for the nights. The days are typically pretty warm and things cool off a little bit at night. January tends to be the coldest month, with temperatures ranging from 78 degrees during the day to 64 degrees Fahrenheit at night, whereas July and August tend to be the hottest months, with highs ranging from around 85 degrees Fahrenheit to 71 degree Fahrenheit at night. Here are definitely a couple of key items I would want to bring along. 1. Hat and sunglasses, very important. Flip-flops and a small day backpack if you enjoy hiking. Perhaps some water shoes, but you can also buy those on the main island if you're planning on wading around some of the tide pools where it's allowed. Sunscreen is an absolute must. I'm blessed with a little bit more melanin in my skin, but you need to be very mindful of the sun. I've seen Hawaii's intense sun turn pale tourists into bright red lobsters real quick, which is not a fun experience, I presume. The one thing I would highly recommend is that you do look for eco or reef-friendly sunscreen so you can be mindful of the local ecosystem when you immerse yourself into the water. It's easy enough to find that prior to taking off by doing a quick Google or Amazon search, or to go to the island stores where the local stores will carry it as well. Now that we're all packed, let's move on. Number 3. Where should you stay? This point really unpacks into 2 questions. 1, what part of the island do you want to stay at? And 2, what type of accommodation are you looking for? I will say this, if I had one recommendation, I would split my time between 2 different spots on the island so you can combine the things you're most interested in. I would say stay in Waikiki and get perhaps a little bit of the touristy stuff out of the way. In addition, Waikiki is very walkable and bikeable. You really don't need a car in Waikiki. Here's a pro tip. You can rent beaky bikes, which are fun and affordable, and there are beaky bike stations everywhere around Waikiki and Honolulu. I personally love those bikes. Then you can just go ahead and grab a rental car for a few days. You'll have traditional car companies, then the discounters, and Turo as an option as well. The public transportation system, I heard, is very functional, the best on all of the Hawaiian islands, but I personally haven't had a chance to try it out. I would also pick one other part of the island, like the North Shore, or as I've mentioned, Ko Olina. The North Shore is going to be obviously a lot more representative of the real Hawaii than the laid-back vibe of the master planned residential and vacation community of Ko Olina. So if you would just like to surf, or if you want to watch surfing and see more traditional stuff, then the North Shore would be totally worth it. If you just want to relax, swim, play tennis and golf, then staying close to the man-made and natural lagoons of Ko Olina may be a great spot for you. The second part of the question is, what type of accommodation are you looking for? There are countless Airbnbs and resorts you can choose from. Again, would you like to get a little bit more of the local flavor? Then choose an Airbnb. What's nice about staying in a hotel or a resort is the access to certain amenities. I was able to pack lighter because I knew there was laundry on site at one of the resorts where we stayed. This enabled me to wash my clothes during our 8-day stay. And it was also important to me to have access to a functioning gym because it was my goal to continue my workout routine. Both of those things can of course easily be determined up front by doing a quick internet search or calling the resort or hotel directly. So think about what's important to you. You'll have plenty of options to choose from that fall within your price range. The one thing I will say is that traveling over Thanksgiving, Christmas, and New Year is more expensive because a lot of families seem to like to get away during the cold months and spend their vacations together in Oahu. Number 4, what should I do? There's so many things you can do when you're staying in Oahu. I think the biggest thing to determine up front is, what do I actually like doing? Is it surfing or is it a lazy beach vacation? Do I actually enjoy hiking with my friends or family? And what else might be important to me? And am I here to experience perhaps the local flavor, or do I just want an extension of the US mainland? Of course, everything can be blended together as well, and there's no right or wrong answer. But knowing the answer to some of these questions will make things easier for you to determine what's best for you. Here's a brief list of things that came to my mind based on the offerings that I've seen and looked at myself. Hiking, biking, surfing, snorkeling, sailing, ATV tours, coffee tours, chilling on the beach or by the pool, US history, Pearl Harbor, beach volleyball, and so many more. A lot of these activities can simply be booked online or at the hotel or resort where you're staying. I want to highlight hiking briefly. Hiking in Oahu is huge. There are many different hikes you can go on. You can hike to remote waterfalls, you can do rainforest hikes, you can hike up to the world famous Diamond Head Crater, which is what we did. Diamond Head Crater is an amazing hiking destination, and it's within walking or biking distance from downtown Waikiki. The Diamond Head hike is a super fun activity for half a day or a whole day, just depending on how much time you'd like to spend in the area. Again, if you just want to chill by a resort pool or swim in the ocean, or perhaps the man-made and natural lagoons that I mentioned earlier, then Ko Olina may be a great spot for you. Please don't take the next clip seriously. It's meant for entertainment purposes only. Alright, let me tell you something. Come here. You see the blue lagoon? It's picturesque. It looks peaceful. People love to swim in this water, because who doesn't like turquoise water with white sandy beaches? But let me tell you something. You put your life in danger when you swim in the blue lagoon. First, the high surf. It can cause serious neck and spinal injuries or drowning, so you could die. Now, strong current. It can pull you out to the sea and you can die. This is my favorite. Man of war. Toxic marine animals can cause extreme pain and allergic reaction. Now tell me, do you want to go swimming in this? If you feel really feisty and you want to do some cliff diving, trek up to Waimea Beach. A lot of locals and tourists alike hike up the cliff and then take the plunge. Lastly, you might want to spend a little time trying the local cuisine. Why travel so far and not take in the culinary differences between Hawaii and the US mainland? There are so many fun things to try. Dishes like loco moco, malasadas, and shaved ice cream, just to name a few. Well, I guess shaved ice cream isn't really a dish. But the best thing is, you'll also support the local businesses if you're trying out food from a small mom and pop shop, a restaurant, or food truck. Of course, you can also sign up for Oahu Well. I've just heard over and over again that it's a pretty touristy experience. But of course, if you've never been, it could be a lot of fun as well. Now that we know what to expect, what to pack, and where to stay, and what to do, let me share one bonus tip with you that will blow off your socks. Number 5, world-class New Year's fireworks. Oahu does it like nobody does on the mainland. The private and public fireworks alike illuminate the night sky at the turn of the year. According to a good friend of mine, Aria, who moved to Oahu a couple of years ago, many people spent between $2,000 and $5,000 on private fireworks which was also confirmed by my friendly local Uber driver. This is absolutely crazy considering that you can buy a used car for that amount of money. It's not quite clear why Hawaiians love fireworks so much, but it just seems like it's been a tradition for a very long time. I know there's some controversy around the fireworks, which I will not address for the purpose of this video. However, coming to Oahu from San Diego, where nothing happens during New Year's Eve as far as fireworks are concerned, and then seeing an absolutely amazing fireworks show was a completely awesome experience. So if you like fireworks and you're lucky enough to be in Oahu for New Year's Eve, you'll be in for a treat. Ladies and gents, boys and girls, let me know below if this video was helpful. I will read all of your comments. And before we go, drop a like to support and subscribe. I really appreciate it. If you want to stay in touch, sign up for my email updates below or connect on Instagram, whatever is easiest for you. Also, thank you so much for watching today, and I will see you on the flip side.